Hello and welcome to Criticizing Deviantart. You can send me your art you want to be criticized and you can be in the next video. I try to be as objective as possible and give helpful tips, but it's still based on my opinion, so you don't have to agree with it. Keep in mind that my native language isn't English, so there could be a few misunderstandings. On the first picture, I have to say that I really like the art style. It's cute, the lines are pretty clean, and I like the use of colors. One problem I have is the hand, which is too small. Additionally, on such a pose, the face should really be on the palm. In this picture, it looks like he's surprised by something and thus takes his head off his palm, but I'm not sure if that's what you wanted to accomplish. Generally, this person seems to have a difficulty with hands and their size, so maybe look up a reference the next time. But I have to give credit where credit is due, she really has improved in 2 months. I actually have not much to say about this picture. I like the easy cute style, the matching colors and how they use the pressure of the pen to make lines bigger and thinner. The only issue I have is the texture and the scarf. If you look at such scarves in real life, you can see how the lines bend to the form of the scarves and don't look like straight lines. So this artist has a very good grasp on shading a face to make it look realistic. My only advice is to make the chin a bit bigger and give them a bit life, because this picture doesn't give much emotion. Maybe it was the intention, I don't know. Another thing are the rings under the eyes, which seem a bit too emphasized. And I would advise to clean up or perfect the outline and not make it seem so chopped off. The same problem with the chin is in this picture, which has good shading and color palette. Another thing is that in 3/4 portraits, the eye, which is turned away from the viewer, first goes behind the nose before this piece of flesh is turned away. Of course, it sometimes depends on how much space is between the eyes, but in this picture, the left eye seems to be directly at the nose, and the body seems a bit small in contrast to the head. So I like this design, not just because I kinda love heterochromatic eyes, but because it's an Undertale character which isn't a skeleton. Well, to the picture itself, the shadowing technique this artist uses is called cell shading. The problem is, I didn't really notice it until I made the picture bigger and really looked at it. People, don't be afraid of shadowing, and when you do, use colors which aren't too light to notice them, like it is here on the skin. And I know I say this often, but you can use a reference for where to set the shadows, especially here on the skirt. Also, the outlines seem a bit off on some parts. On the hair, they are great, and I admire how steady your hand has had to be. On the lower parts, however, you can see when you have taken the pencil off because the lines aren't connected as they should have been. So this was the video, folks. God, it's really strange to speak English in such a way. Remember, you can send me pictures you want to be criticized, or send me suggestions if you're interested for more critique videos. You can send them to me, link them in the comments or on my Deviant account, which I will link down below. I hope I could help, and goodbye!